Well, a little earlier I spoke to Professor Elena Korosteleva, who's Chair of International Politics at Kent University and is herself from Belarus. I asked her how difficult it would now become for opposition figures in the country to mobilise.
It is difficult because the forces are uneven in that particular sense. The protesters are peaceful and they're trying to show their protest, to demonstrate their protest by peaceful means. And they're standing against the increased military presence and the increasingly violent special forces that President Lukashenko deploys. But nevertheless, people will continue taking it to the streets, will continue protesting no matter what, because people can no longer live with that kind of abuse of human rights, with that kind of violation when every single basic convention of human rights was broken by the regime.
But it does seem like President Lukashenko is winning.
No, not at all. In fact, if anything, the fact that he is now going against the Coordination Council, I think it actually shows that he very much fears the people's power. It's very difficult for him to count on tomorrow, in a sense that he relies obviously on a big support from Russia. And if Russia were to be deterred by international community, then there is no one else he can count on.
Well, he has dismissed opposition leaders as Western stooges. How do you think that's going to be received in Belarus?
So their purpose actually is a peaceful transfer of power. Protesters actually keep organizing themselves. They keep relying on local communities, on local support. It actually shows that people in Belarus, they're very much still united and rallying around the sense of freedom that they want to achieve.
Mr. Lukashenko is due to meet Vladimir Putin in coming days. What do you expect the result of that meeting to be?
It is difficult to say. I think the negotiations, of course, will continue vis-à-vis the enforcement and enhancement of the union state between Belarus and Russia, and whatever other concessions they want to gain from Lukashenko. Lukashenko clearly is now showing the weaker side. Whatever negotiations they will have, it will be very much detrimental to the future of Belarus.
And what about the EU? Because we've heard warnings of sanctions. Do you expect further action from the EU?
Very much so. And I think that what has been discussed at different levels of the EU, and not only of the EU, but also the United Kingdom and United States, the international community, and will have to respond, to engage and to put more pressure, not only on the executives, of course, but also on Russia as well.
Elena Korosteleva, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.